This one here is set to be very interesting, and now we have entrances as well, folks. So yeah, so this is the main event. This is what we do, and this is how we're going to close off the show for tonight. We're going to take tomorrow off, folks, so we're not going to be around tomorrow. And we'll be back in the beginning of the week for more or sometime during the beginning of the week for more exciting action. Again, as a scheduling change, we're going to be going to the universal mode, so things will be already set up and a little bit easier for us rather than coming up with all this stuff all the time. So it should be fun. And we are presently in the process of figuring out who's going to what and whatnot. So, of course, Juggernaut has been complaining about wanting to go here, there, and everywhere, and so forth and so on. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a family feud match, which will take place right now. It is basically every single member of my family in one match for the Universal title. This has never been before done. There are 8 contributors to this match. Well, you got cousins and uncles and brothers and sons involved in this match. And first comes out Sean Awesome of the Awesome Ones, my son, yep, also known as the co-host.
The following contest is an elimination match and is for the championship. Making his way
yes,
to
folks,
the ring
8 people,
from Providence,
all for one person.
weighing in at 225 pounds, he is the All-Star Alliance Heavyweight Champion, and he is one half of the male undisputed United States Tag Team Champions, Mr. Amazing Sean Awesome.
You saw Sean Awesome earlier today, folks. An epic win, winning the United States Tag Team titles by defeating the Children of the Corn, which caused them to implode. It's been a very interesting show, to say the least, today. Very timid. You can feel the electricity from this crowd, though, and here in the Dream Masters Arena, sorry. And the fans are very excited. As Sean Awesome awaits his opponents, 8 of them, 7 of them.
And from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 300 pounds, the Crusher, Wild Thing, Paul Stevens.
And Paul coming out next. Looks to be in great shape, Uncle Paul. Very interesting get-up and very interesting way to come to a ring, but cool, to say the least. Like his robe, very interesting, Paul. Uncle Paul getting his first title shot ever in wrestling. Well, I couldn't say that. This is the first World Universal title show since coming to the arena. If you saw our Dream Masters Classics, then you know Paul actually went ahead and was involved in a tag team match with him and his son versus Legion of Doom, which the Road Warriors rather, in which they won. So they're doing big things. Today he's going for a title, and he's facing against his son and his nephews and his brother. Yep. They're sick. And the Bruin, Paul Stevens, waiting for his opponents. Here comes KD Smooth, ladies and gentlemen. Busted out the new getup. Very interesting.
He is Mr. Money in the Bank, the Urban Gladiator, KD Smooth.
KD Smooth rocking a new look. Perhaps cashing in his briefcase. Well, he doesn't need to. He's getting his Universal title shot right now. Part of an 8-man tag. I mean, 8-man elimination. Now KD Smooth waiting for his opponents. Very, very interesting look for KD Smooth. I guess when there's a big show, everyone busts out the new get-ups.
And from Arkham, Massachusetts, weighing in at 285 pounds, the rock star, super smooth, Tom Stevens.
And Tom Stevens now makes his way to the ring, riding a motorcycle and everything. Didn't get his driver's license, but a motorcycle license he can get. There you go, as he rides it to the ring. I like his outfit. He should probably be wearing a helmet, I'm just saying. Then again, it's just a wrestling arena, I guess. I like his karate outfit he's wearing. Very interesting. Throw back to his martial art background. Trained in the art of Tama. As now we await the arrival of the rest of the competitors. And now, waiting again. As Tom Stevens, and there it is, there's Ed White, my brother.
Weighing in at 230 pounds, the lawman, Edward J. White.
And Ed White making his way to the ring. The boss man himself. And he's also ready for action, I guess. Learn some new twirling moves. Nice. As he's going for his first Universal title shot. This is actually a lot of people's first time at the Universal Gold. My son, of course, has been Universal Champion before. He's also beaten me before, too. So it is very possible he could do so again. And if he does so today, he just has to outlast the rest of the family as well. And we're waiting for... as Ed White waits for the arrival of the rest. And there he comes. Here comes good old Uncle George. Let's get the official word.
Massachusetts, weighing in at 246 pounds, Wild Thing, George, the Animal, Stevens.
And Uncle George Stevens making his in-ring debut here on Dream Masters in big form. In a title match for the Family Feud match. How cool would it be to see Uncle George hold tag, have a title for the first time? Very interesting shirt, interesting getup. It's Uncle George. I believe Sean Stevens would be next, if I am correct in the number count. And if that is the case, then we're up for epic entrances. And here we go, the fireworks, that tells it all right there. Here comes the The one and only Sean Patrick Stevens, the Irish Gladiator. I believe, anyway. Hints that the green lights are everywhere. Here he is, all in his glory. And the Celt himself, Sean Patrick Stevens, rises for the occasion. And Sean Stevens makes his way to the ring finally.
And from Cherry Hill, New Jersey, weighing in at 300 pounds, the hardcore icon, Sean Patrick Stevens.
And he's dancing his way to the ring, of course. I guess no more fun and games. I guess he wants some action, so here we go. And the icon himself, Sean Patrick, enters the ring like only he can. What a ham. What a ham indeed. I guess this is his way of saying this is his ring, I guess. Very interesting character is Sean Stevens. And now we are awaiting the arrival of the final competitor, which is the champion, the great 6', 245-pound man, myth and legend, Jazz Vengeance. As Sean Stevens awaits, kilt and all. And here we go. They're going to get him. And here he comes, the Universal Champion himself. And of course he's got to have the entourage there to make sure he's okay.
And their opponent, from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 269 pounds, he is the male all-star, internet undisputed universal champion, the hardcore icon, the unpredictable Sean the Hero.
All right, folks, let's get ready for the action, huh? What do you say? Skipping all this, and let's get to the action at hand. Here we go. What a slugfest this is going to be. To all my family out there who may be watching, don't kill me. But this should be very entertaining, and it's a hoot and a holla. And one of these guys, one of these people in this ring right now will become the Universal Champion, or will Jazz Vengeance retain his title? I guess we'll find out. As KD Smooth and Sean Awesome duke it out. Sean Stevens and, Jazz Vengeance and Tom Stevens are duking it out. Uncle George and Jazz Vengeance are duking it out. And Ed White and Paul Stevens are duking it out. So it's around even right now. As Tom beating up on... Tom sent out of the ring, courtesy of Jazz Vengeance. Sean Awesome dropped face first, courtesy of KD Smooth on the edge of the apron. And Sean Stevens tosses, I don't know who that was, out of the ring. I believe that was Uncle George. And Paul Stevens has got Ed White in a submission maneuver already. He's got him in the Quincy lock. The Quincy Death Lock, that's what he calls it. Yes, indeed he does. And now now Ed White putting the brakes on. Everyone's pandemonium everywhere, folks. Good luck to the referee keeping control of this one. Hard enough keeping control of our fights as in general, let alone having one little referee to deal with it all. Usually it's a whole entire squad car that has to break up our family fights. But anyway, half a police force. Good thing Ed White's there as representing the men in uniform. As Sean Awesome's thrown into the ring, courtesy of KD Smooth. Jazz Vengeance is still beating up on Thomas outside the ring. And Sean Awesome gets a right hand by KD Smooth. Paul Stevens, powerbomb on Ed White. Sean Stevens still beating up on George Stevens. Pandemonium. And remember, folks, the Universal Championship is on the line. So whoever wins is going to be the Universal Champion. Imagine Uncle George as the Universal Champion. Imagine KD Smooth finally getting a shot. Or Ed White, or Paul, or Thomas. As George has got suplexed by Sean Stevens. And Sean Awesome now turns the tables on KD Smooth. I don't know who was eliminated because I can't see who was eliminated. I believe it was Tom Stevens was eliminated, and he's been busted open too. Sorry, Tom. I believe KD Smooth George Stevens has been eliminated, courtesy of Sean Stevens. And it's still pandemonium as Uncle George gets Paul Stevens gets a DDT. Uncle Paul. That could be the end of you right there. Oh, no, Paul Stevens gets a shoulder up as Jazz Vengeance and Sean Awesome are beating each other up. What else is new? And KD Smooth having problems with Ed White. Ed White brought down, and there it is. That could be the end of it right there. Nice submission maneuver by KD Smooth. We're going to get his tap out there by Ed White. As Sean Awesome is going for a pin on Jazz Vengeance. If Jazz Vengeance eliminated, folks, remember, if Vengeance is eliminated, right away we're going to know we're going to have a new Universal Champion, as he is the current. As Sean Awesome sends him slingshotted into the post. Sean Stevens and Paul Stevens beating each other up on the other end of the ring. And Sean Awesome, Jazz Vengeance beating each other up, and there's a pin from KD Smooth. And there goes Ed White, courtesy of KD Smooth. And there's the stamp of disapproval by Sean Stevens. And there's a pin. Oh, there's the submission maneuver on Sean Awesome by KD Smooth. There's a pin from Sean Awesome from Sean Stevens to Paul Stevens. And Sean Awesome taps out to KD Smooth. And the referee is still... is underwhelmed. I think he's very, very overwhelmed right now. Too much action in the ring. It's down to final four, though. Jazz Vengeance, Sean Stevens, Paul Stevens, KD Smooth. Jazz Vengeance lighting up KD Smooth. He's not going to be as easy as the rest of them were. As Paul Stevens with it looks like a pile driver on Sean Stevens. That'll wring your neck. Stevens wisely pulling Stevens into the middle of the ring. And now reaching back with the Boston Crab. Sean Stevens gets out of that. Jazz Vengeance beating up on KD Smooth outside the ring. Usual F4L members. Right now they're going at it for the title. KD Smooth, remember, is also the Money in the Bank briefcase person. Paul Stevens eliminates Sean Stevens. How about that? So it's down to a triple threat. As Paul Stevens, KD Smooth was taken down, and there's the pin. The referee counting again as wins. A 2 count. As Paul Stevens now tries his hand at KD Smooth, maybe. No, Jazz Vengeance with a right hand. And now Paul Stevens going after KD Smooth. KD Smooth puts on the brakes. Of course, Jazz Vengeance is right there, right behind them, waiting. And there's the pin. Where's the referee? And KD Smooth is out. It's down to Jazz Vengeance and Paul Stevens, ladies and gentlemen. Uncle and nephew. As Paul Stevens pulls himself up into the ring. Ooh, what a right hand. And hurt his hand with it. Going to work on Jazz Vengeance as Sean Stevens takes the walk of shame back to the locker room. In a hurry. Oh, feet on the ropes and everything. Jazz Vengeance kicks out though. And Paul Stevens, the Bruin himself. And a back suplex. And now a camel clutch. Sorry, the bear clutch. Sorry. He's a Bruin. The Bruins clutch. Anyway, Paul Stevens getting hammered by Jazz Vengeance. This is our main event, ladies and gentlemen. One of these two individuals will be the champion. Vengeance is the current champion. Is he going to retain? Or will Paul Stevens do the inevitable and the impossible and win his first world title? Oh, wait a minute. Here comes a shadow kick. There it is. That's the shadow kick right there, ladies and gentlemen. But Jazz Vengeance is not done there. Oh. He probably should have went for the pin, but he didn't. Instead, takes him down. And drags him to the center of the ring. And now for the pin. Is Jazz Vengeance going to retain? And he does. And Jazz Vengeance absolutely exhausted. But he is defeated and outlasted all the rest of his family. You see some of this action earlier. It was just pandemonium. Looks like Vengeance took out Thomas too. Busted him open. There's the arcade. There's the takedown there.
Here is your winner, and still male all-star internet undisputed.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There's your winner. Sorry, Uncle Paul. Sorry, Thomas. Sorry, Edward. Sorry, Chris. Sorry, son. But, and sorry, me. Jazz Vengeance is the winner and still Universal Champion. What is next? What is going to happen next on Dream Masters? Nothing. We're going to take the day off tomorrow. We'll be back with you early next week. For all everyone else, may all your dreams come true. You just got jazzed by Vengeance.